Hey guys, welcome back to JLETek. In today's video I'm going to be reviewing the LG G Stylo by Boost Mobile. Let's get into it. So I switched over from T-Mobile to Boost Mobile because of the high prices I was paying. I was paying way too much when I was with T-Mobile. I picked this phone up temporarily because the Galaxy S7 wasn't out at the time that I switched. And this is one of the lower end phones that they have. So up front, we're looking at a 5.7-inch IPS display at 720 by 1280. It has a pixel density of 258 pixels per inch. Switching over from a Galaxy S6, the screen on that thing to this really hurt. That was one of the toughest parts. It has a plastic build with this gray back and it is textured, which is decent feeling. Up top, we have the headphone jack with the mic, and we have a stylus up top as well, which is pretty nice to use. Both sides are empty. We have the micro USB port on the bottom with the mic. We have the camera on the back, volume up and down, and power button, laser autofocus, and dual LED. And it's rocking some less than impressive specs. Again, switching over from a Galaxy S6 to this is probably one of the toughest parts about the whole thing. It has a Qualcomm Snapdragon 410, 1 gigabytes of RAM, Adreno 306 GPU, 8 gigs of internal storage, and a 3000 milliamp hour battery, which in my opinion is the best part of the phone. The battery on this thing lasts me literally all day every single time that I've used it. You see here that I have 12 hours and 16 minutes usage with about 3 hours of screen on time. And I'm sure that has to do with the low resolution screen. It doesn't have as many pixels to push. It's kind of a trade-off, but I'm happy with the longer battery life, so it's not too bad. The performance on this phone is really what you would expect for a low-end phone. It's not very good. You can see here I'm opening up just a bunch of apps, and none of them really fully load. Not because I don't give them enough time, just because the phone can't keep up with everything I'm asking it to do. That's one of the probably the most disappointing part of the phone. It's hard to have a lot of apps open or to play a game when I have other apps open. I usually have to force close everything, and the software has a lot of weird quirks to it. There's no auto brightness on the phone. I always have to manually toggle up and down. If it's night and I want to be looking at my phone, I have to toggle up and down the brightness. There's no auto brightness in the display settings or anything, which is really annoying. Another thing that's really annoying about this phone is the internal storage. Only 8 gigabytes of internal storage in 2016 should be a crime, to be honest. And most of this, it's not that I have too many apps. Most of it is used in system data. 5.26 gigs in system data, understandable, but you got a lot for user apps and photos and everything. I barely have any apps either. I have pretty much the bare minimum in apps. I do have a micro SD card in there, but there's no adaptable storage, so it's just, like having a USB drive in your computer. You can only add small files to it. You can't really put much else, which is really annoying. So who do I think this phone is for? I think this phone is perfect for someone who doesn't really care what their phone is. If you're any bit of a power user, I would probably stay away from this phone. The storage to begin with, as well as the performance, is just really there are a lot of better options out there. I would save this for the older people who, again, just don't really care what phone they have. So that's going to do it for my review of the LG G Stylo by Boost Mobile. If you guys have any comments or questions, please leave them down below in the comments section. Also, while you're down there, if you can also drop a like, that'd be greatly appreciated. If you guys want to be updated when I upload any new videos, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for more great content. I'll catch you guys in the next one.